And so it begins. Yes. We got a 49-cent a pound turkey. So for 13 pounds, it was $6.39, I think. So I'm just letting it dry out. You know, so I can season it and make it dry. But in the meantime, all this other stuff. Okay, well, we're a low salt family, so don't be shocked when you don't see me add a bunch of salt. But this has salt, that has salt, that has salt. That has salt. So it should be plenty tasty. Start with 4 cups of green beans. I say 4 cups like I'm all fancy and I measure them. It's 2 cans. One is this French style and one is the fat ones. I like these, Jerry likes those, so I just mix them. 1 whole can. Couple dashes. Lots. Pepper people. I'm going to do half a package and then save the other half for the top. Hello, saute pan. We'll be seeing a lot of each other today. And my secret ingredient, I'm going to actually saute some onions and mushrooms to add to this. Wilt, baby, wilt. So the phone calls and texts from family have started coming in. But I gotta go. I'm gonna burn the onions. But that truly is one of my favorite parts of the holidays. Yeah. Everybody, wishes you a happy Thanksgiving, says I love you, that sort of thing, friends and family. Or family and friends turn family. Okay, I am going to stir all this up and then see how much milk we need to add. Well, it didn't take much milk. I think because those French cuts, green beans, they just don't drain as well as the big ones, or maybe it's the other way around, but anyway. So not much milk, maybe a tablespoon and a half at the most. And I buttered this up. And so I'm going to move it in there and move on to the next dish. There it is. Tell the truth. Not a huge fan of this because it's goopy, and I'm not fond of goopy foods. But it is tasty. And we'll put the last of these on the top at the end of the baking process. Because otherwise they'll just get burnt and pushed down in it and everything. Oh, I haven't used my Pyrex Clear Advantage in forever. It was all a thing in the 80s when I was involved in the houseware industry. Dish number 1 in the fridge. Okay, moving on to the dressing. We have butter. This was supposed to be chopped celery, but it's the Trilogy celery, onions, bell pepper. I'm not sure how I feel about the bell pepper in here. I love bell pepper, but I've never had it in stuffing. So I thought as long as they're going off the rails, let's just add a half a cup of cranberries and a whole cup of pecans. And of course, there's chicken stock. Yeah, one of the things when I'm cooking, I have a hard time not eating these and these, and I may have eaten a half a dozen of these. I love pecans. They're the whole ones from Costco, real nice quality, and then I turn around and break them up. It's funny, they sell them as premium because they're whole, and then I break them up. So let's start with sauteing our vegetables. Considered adding the leftover mushrooms, but I don't know, I think with the peppers and these two, it's a lot going on. So I went ahead and put the whole package of this in here. It's more than I need, but I figured if I, sweat it way down, it won't be overpowering. And I gotta look at just how many peppers are in here. I was tempted to pick them out, but it's too much. I'd have preferred more celery. I did the thing where you shop online and then pick it up, and they did a substitution or something. Sun's out. We have all these windows, plus 2 more over there. So it's starting to get hot in here. So fans on. I got my cocktail, which is water and chewable ice cubes. And I think I did a good job on this. They are soft yet browned. So they're not hard browned, but they're still soft. So it's going to be the first item in the big bowl, sorry. Oopsie, I made a mistake. I meant to put the chicken broth in the pan. That's why I still had the stove on. I thought, why not have the stove on? and then heat it up and then do everything together. But we're not going to do it that way today. We're going to add in the cranberries. We are going to add in the pecans. Any that stick are mine. Yep, those are mine. And we're not going to do mushrooms, so we're going to do 2 cups of chicken stock. That's what that looks like. Now I'm going to add this. I'm going to fold this in, and these aren't the big chunks. I like the big chunks, so I got the wrong one. As you can see, I used a lot of convenience pre-chopped and all of that because it's just the 2 of us and just making it easy. Okay, so with the 2 cups of chicken stock, that's a little dry for my taste. I don't like it wet, not like your aunt from Illinois wet, you know. I like more like Southern cooks make it. So I just had a little bit left here, so I'm gonna put that in. And if it's still a little wet to me, then I'll put a little melted butter in it. All right, I put 3 tablespoons of butter in there. Well, I put in 3 tablespoons, but I'm not gonna get out 3 tablespoons. Okay, put some butter down there, and then I'm gonna pour this in. All right, I tasted this, and it is delicious. If you are a big salt lover, though, it may not. You might add to it. But I think Pepperidge Farm did a great job in the seasonings on it. And I pushed it down a little bit, but I didn't want to make it into that solid pack. I wanted each, the pieces to have some individualism where they can, get crusty. Yeah. So I think I'm going to leave it the way it is. I don't think I'm going to make it any more wet. Okay, refrigerator Tetris has begun. We bought this went to Costco yesterday, and he did pretty good at not making it impossible to use the refrigerator today. Okay, both dishes on the top shelf now. It's refrigerator Tetris. Now it is your turn to be prepped. Well, I have a conundrum because I have 1 bag left, but it doesn't have the things in it to close the bag. I'll have to figure that out. I'm also trying to decide whether I want to make it my way or the way I saw someone else do it. Okay, so we start with the bag with flour in it, and then I'm just going to shake this flour around to coat the inside of the bag. Yes, there will be excess. You can just leave it there. It's just to keep the turkey from sticking to the bag, I think, and to give me an opportunity to, spill it everywhere. I pulled that plastic thing off that holds it together. I just don't want to cook plastic. I don't know why. I've never done this before, but I think I'm going to fill the cavity with apples and a lemon, and maybe even the leftover mushrooms. I feel compelled to use those somewhere. Yeah, it's not a stuffing, not something to eat, but just like a perfume. Okay, there's our apples and our lemons. Oh, thought I'd gotten all the seeds out of everything. I'm going to put those inside the turkey cavity. Okay, keeping the seasoning simple, I'm going to use some garlic salt. Actually, I think I'm going to use garlic powder and regular salt. I'm going to change that. Black pepper and paprika. And that's the best I could do. Okay, that was just a rough chop, no big deal. And according to the bag instructions, this turkey will be cooking about 2 hours, maybe a little bit more. It goes really fast in those bags, and it really helps you keep from making a mistake. And look what I bought. I've never made these before. I might have used something like this to make shepherd's pie once, but Jerry doesn't eat potatoes really. I did get him a sweet potato, he will eat that. And then of course this, because I won't have the juice until too late. And I don't like the turkey to sit forever and get cold while we're making gravy and stuff. So I usually put olive oil on it, but I wanted to try butter. So there she is. Now I have to figure out how to get her over there into that. So I am taking a break to watch the dog show. I got really hot, overheated, and I don't need to put the turkey in for like 45 minutes. And no, like half an hour. Anyway, got overheated and then bending over, getting lids to pans out the very back. Dang, I almost fell over. I thought I was going to pass out. Because my, head was like equal with my feet. Anyway, and I'm hot, so I'm taking a Benadryl. I got a sinus headache this morning. Benadryl and Tylenol, and just gonna relax for half an hour. But the Bees and Hound just won the Hound group. I love those dogs. I have wanted one of those forever, but I just don't. I couldn't offer them the right environment, and that wouldn't be fair.
The Kerry Blue Terrier is the Bedlington Terrier.
We're waiting for the best one. There he is.
The Rat Terrier.
Yes.
The hairless American Hairless Terrier.
American Hairless is a rat terrier, but hairless. Okay, preheating oven. And there she is. She got a little scuffed up on the getting her in the bag, but not too bad. She's still pretty covered. Hubby's excited about the apples when he saw them. I said, well, I wasn't making those. He said, you made an apple stuffing? I said, no, they are not stuffing. They're just for flavoring. I wasn't planning on us eating them, just cooking them in there. He's like, I'm eating them. Pan lids that caused me to just about pass out. So I'm going to go ahead and, when I get the turkey in, make these 2 items and then just let them sit. Because this only cooks 2 hours. And if they won't have to sit that long. Yeah. They say letting food sit out 3 hours is okay, 4 hours is not. So I think we'll be good. Or I can delay it a little longer, let it cook a little bit before I start them. And I got the wrong stuff. Look, I got the wrong one. I got the one that comes out looking like a roll of dog food, like the shape of dog food. I should have got fresh, but I didn't even try that. I tried to make this a convenient Thanksgiving so that we could have a variety of things, even though there's only 2 of us. If there were more, then other people might bring stuff and, So I got hubby a pumpkin pie. He'll probably only eat 1 slice. I'll have to freeze it till Christmas or something. But I got this for me, because I don't like pumpkin pie. And then I got this in case we had a vegetarian over, which we're not going to have anybody over. But I'm going to go ahead and cook it because I got 2. So I'll use the other one for Christmas. Yeah, I'll go ahead and cook it. Oh, cool, it's microwavable. The more things that don't have to go in the oven, the better. They say this is microwavable too, but I don't know. If I microwave this, then I would absolutely want to put it in the air fryer for the end of it, for the crust. I might do that, just to experiment. I didn't find a little frozen pie, so that's why I got this. It is a smaller size, though. I thought it's $4.99, so I think things were pretty good this year. The dish is really pretty. Maybe he won't notice as much what this is. I thought about heating it up, maybe, and putting those dried cranberries in it, but you know what? I think I'm going to go with this and just make it simple. People with more experience, what is the secret to getting this out of the can? I'm going to get a hernia. I had to pound on that thing forever. I guess I'll turn it on its side. I think I want to squish it up. Is that weird? Dish, and it kind of looks like tuna guts. That dark red tuna, not albacore, not ahi. Oh, I think the turkey wants to go in. Okay, it's time for me to have a snack. This would have been our hors d'oeuvre if we'd had company. But I need something. I haven't had a thing to eat. Okay, she's in. I'm just worried about that plastic bag. Get on the top of that oven. Don't look at my oven's dirty. Don't even pay attention. So I had 4 shrimp. Now we're going to have some of this and call that lunch. There's the Abizen. If a rat carrier can't win, I want the Abizen to win.
And they're judging on the day. Everything's got to be different. He's got 7 good dogs in there. Who's going to give him the best?
The turkey's starting to perfume the house. And I wasn't Gonna be satisfied until I figure out something to do with these leftover mushrooms, right? Who knew that was coming? So I'm sauteing them kind of hard. I want to get them a little brown and stuff. And I'm gonna use them in the gravy. I might chop them up with this thing here for the big. But I'm gonna make turkey mushroom gravy instead of just regular turkey gravy. It's a real experiment today. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pour in almost 2 cups. That calls for 2, but I'm going to short it just a little bit and then put it in at the last minute when I warm it back up. Okay, chicken broth is in. I did about 1 3/4 cups. Now this is in. I usually add these like to cold water, so I'm hoping it won't be a big lumpy issue. I'll let you know. I think the butter from sauteing the mushrooms might be stopping this from thickening up real fast. Okay, I think it's going to happen though. But I can kind of see the butter on top. It's hot because I'm using a big burner when I should be using a smaller one. It makes my bracelet on my arm warm up. Some of the powder. If this wrecked it, I always have like chicken bouillon or something to add. So as it turns out, I didn't have one of the packets completely empty. So I had to put that in now. I do have some lumps, I think, from doing that. It's hard to know if the lumps are gravy lumps or if they are mushrooms. Actually, I kind of like the way it's looking. Look. The mushrooms in it. I bet it's good. Okay, well, apparently all you do is add boiling water and then mix it. And so I'm going to do that, and then I can just set it aside and reheat it. I think I'll only make 1 of them. Oh, I was thinking of substituting chicken stock for some of the water, the 2 cups of water. But since I've never made this before, I don't know how much seasoning they have in there, so I'll make it according to directions. Well, I messed up. It said use a fork. So I poured in the water, then you pour this in all at once. I don't know if these lumps are supposed to be there. I gotta work on it in a minute. But it sure smells like butter, like popcorn butter. Okay. Okay, well, it worked. Yeah. So I'm just cover these and let them stand. The bowl is like super hot. Can't even move it. Luckily, all these Pyrex mixing bowls come with lids. Okay, we're getting close to the 30-minute mark where I'm going to put a bunch of stuff in. In the meantime, I have emptied the dishwasher, cleaned out all the stuff, half filled it back up. And then I'm going to get ready for making some roast vegetables, but I don't think I'm going to put those together until the 2 things in the refrigerator, the green bean casserole and yikes, what is that? And the dressing is ready to go in the oven. Also leaving my spices out right now, just in case. I don't come from a beet family, but I just cut that off, and now it's... What the hell? It won't be messy, I can tell. I'm getting some parchment paper right now. I put those in the oven to come out exactly when the turkey does, and then I realized, wait, I want the turkey to sit a little bit, so I took them out. All this red juice, it looks like it's just going to be a mess. Never seen a vegetable package like this. I'm not sure whether to roast both of them or one of them. They're already, oh, I can smell them. Ooh, they smell like dirt, and they're bleeding. They must be cooked rare. It was a joke. I hope you laughed. Okay, rinsed them off. See what happens when I cut them. Looks like blood splatter after a murder scene. Evidence everywhere. Okay, everything's cut. And there's been olive oil drizzled. I need this hand. Now we're going to do garlic salt. At least on this, I don't know. on the beets what to do to them. I say I don't come from a beet eating family, so, but hubby saw these Costco pre-cooked and wanted to try them. Should I grate some Parmesan on them? They are cooked and everything, so I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna put the pie in the microwave. I'll start it out that way, and then I think I'll brown it at the end. I do have one more microwave dish. So 16 minutes probably till the turkey can come out. Look and see. Yeah, it looks like it needs that 16 minutes for sure. And then I'll put these in, and 10 minutes later the veggies. Okay, turkey's out of the oven. And it's definitely done because I can see where it's pulled away from the leg. And the other two are in there. The potato wasn't done yet, and that's in there. And
we got a football game going here now.
I can smell this in the house. It smells so good. So I'm going to take this out. And let's put this in. And I forgot how long it was supposed to be in for, but we'll start with 3. Okay, let's see how this looks. If I can get it out. Gosh, it's perfect. It's got a... I don't need to cook this anymore. Wow. So now we got our pumpkin and our apple. What I have left to do is, in like 25 minutes, now it's 23, I'll stir the bean casserole, put this on, leave the thing, take the foil off both the green bean and the dressing, and give them 5 more minutes. I might have to reheat this. No, those are still hot. Might have to reheat the gravy by then though. Maybe. Yeah, and then I think we'll be ready. Well, I definitely misjudged with the 3 minutes. I'll be still talking football. I normally watch it, but I took a Benadryl earlier for sinus headache. I stir these up. It's got me really sleepy. The Benadryl one, because, oh, I got the second burner on. I just want the little one. The Benadryl one because I fell asleep. Jerry had to yell at me because the thing was going off. Because he's, I don't know what is burning in here. Something's causing smoke. I noticed that a minute ago because what I did is I uncovered those 2 casseroles and put the onions on the green bean. So let's take a look at the turkey. Okay, we have that with the veggies, and I think olive oil rolled off, and we got some smoke going on in the oven. We got the turkey, got Jerry's potato stuffing, green bean casserole.